Okay, right, I'm going to show you how to make some real quick and easy flatbreads to go along with the chicken kebabs and the dirty veg. We're going to take 500 grams of flour, roughly, which is a third of the bag, so if you just pinch it a third of the way up, dump it in, don't worry about wet measuring stuff, this will still come out alright. Put that to one side. I'm going to make a little well in the middle. We're going to put in some baking powder, 1 sachet. In there. And then a pinch of salt. 3 heaped, or maybe 4 because it's a small spoon. 4 spoons of yoghurt. Just makes it super soft. Real good little trick. That was 5. You know, who's counting? I just kind of think, as long as it's sort of a cup's worth maybe in the middle, it'll be fine. And then I'm just going to start working the flour and the yoghurt together, bringing it in to thicken, and it'll almost become like lumpy. And it's important to, if you push the flour through the yoghurt first before you add any water, it helps you to get a better idea of how much water you're going to need. If you put the water in to begin with, the yoghurt actually makes it a lot softer than you might think. So, there we go. Right, now we're going to just add bit by bit water. I always say you can always add a bit more, but you can't take it out. So add a bit in, work it in, and when it starts to sort of make big clumps, then that's when we're nearly there. So when we're like this kind of consistency, that see, it's sort of starting to clump together, that is the point where you're going to get your hands dirty, sack off the spoon, get in there and get right underneath it, get all the dry stuff and just work it in. You're going to just work that, knead it into a really, you'll feel what the yoghurt does is make it so soft. It makes really incredibly fluffy flatbreads. So I'm just working that now into the bowl, using my knuckles to knead as I go. Just stretching the dough, stretching the fibres in the gluten to make it nice and soft. And then, so that's all the flour is now incorporated into that. So I'm just going to finish it with a little bit, tiny bit of flour on the board. You only really want to add more flour if it starts to stick to your hands. If it's not, which is not at the moment, you don't need more flour. So just work it on the spot for a couple of minutes until it's really stretchy. You make this dough the night before, leave it in the fridge, and it's ready to roll the next day. Right, that'll benefit from a rest of around about half an hour. Wrap it in some cling film so it doesn't dry out. And that's it. Okay, so this is rested for half an hour. So what we're going to do now is just take a sort of tennis ball, a bit smaller than a tennis ball, a bit bigger than a golf ball size piece. That's very precise. A bit more flour on the board. And literally just roll it out. So start with something round, you're going to end up with something, well, you've got more chance of ending up with something that's round. Start with a strange shape, you're going to end up with a strange shape. Just roll backwards and forwards, flipping it over. Get it nice and thin, because that raising agent, that baking powder, is going to make it fluffy anyway. You don't want a big thick flatbread. And take the grill, directly over coals, lid down, get working on the next one. That's probably going to take about a minute. Let's have a little look. We've just started to see some bubbles rising. It's not quite there yet. I'm going to just open the vents up, just get it a little bit hotter. 30 seconds. Roll with this one. That's good to turn. Now just give it a little flip over. Then finish on the other side. Some flames coming up down. You can leave the lid open if you like. You'll start to see the bubbles coming up. And that's it. Flatbread. And repeat until you've got enough for however many people you feed. I'm Adam Pennell, Shropshire Lad. Thanks for watching our Yorkshire Fire cooking demos. If you like what you see, please go to the channel and subscribe. We'll see the next videos coming soon.